everybody, it's PJ, and I look like a hot mess today because I hardly got any sleep last night. At work, I have a pain in my chest that won't go away. I think it's like a pulled muscle. It's nothing, don't be so sorry for me or anything like that. It's nothing like that. So, anyway, but it was painful. I think it's from reaching for my computer at work. I'm going to readjust where my computer is at work because I stretched to get to it. But anyway, went home. I ate like a carb-rich dinner, which I usually don't do, but I did, even though, oh my God, Pat's have lettuce wraps that are so good right now. Oh my God. Anyway, it's like lemon, rice in it, and carrots, and all this stuff. So good. But I didn't order those. I got something with a lot of carbs in it, and I ate that. And the minute I ate it, I guess because I was like kind of in pain, and it was a really extreme day yesterday, I crashed so hard. It was like boom, and it was like 4 o'clock, and I woke up at 5 after 8 to my phone ringing off the hook. And I was like, fuck, I slept 4 hours like an idiot. So I really didn't want to do that. So I got up and I walked the girls. I had already fed them earlier. So I walked the girls and I got on the phone, and I was talking on the phone pretty much all night until about 1. And then at 1 o'clock, I went to bed and I couldn't sleep. Could not sleep. So I turned on the TV and I was watching some HBO show, and as I'm watching the HBO show, Cosette starts to get sick. Well, actually, I watched an episode, and I started to watch the second episode, and my head started hurting, and I was like, let me just try to go to bed again. So I turned everything out, and I went to bed. It was like 2 o'clock. So I actually went to sleep. And the minute, like, I was in a deep sleep, boom, she jumps off the bed and starts puking. And she puked about 6 times last night and woke me up every time. I mean, my eyes are slits. You can see I am one tired soul today. So, plus allergies. Anyway, so she just kept puking. So I was like, fuck. So when I got up this morning, she puked again, but she was acting fine. It was so weird. She would puke and then go play with Piper, like wrestle. So it wasn't like she was sick. I don't know if she just ate something wrong. I don't know. So anyway, I gave her fresh dog food, fresh water, like, I don't know, gave her normal pills, hoping that it was just maybe the dog food had gotten yucky. I don't know, something happened. So, but anyway, I am one tired mug. But let me tell you what happened in between all that. I had a real quick out-of-body experience that was crazy, and I don't know what it means. And it was a little creepy, but it was crazy. So if you look out my bedroom window, right, there's like this big house on the corner diagonally. I'll show you. Here, I'll put a clip here. Okay, so this is my bedroom window. And there's the big house. You can like kind of see it. It goes all the way up like this. And then there's another big house right there. Right there. And then this is all field right here beyond the lovely van, my idiot neighbor that won't do anything with the dilapidated house, with the 2013 tags. Yeah. So there's a dilapidated van here. But if you look, his house sits way back. I don't know. Yeah. See how far back it sits? So this is all field. All this up to the corner is field. Like there's just a couple trees in it, but it's just clear, okay? Okay, so the house on the corner where Main Street comes down, there's a house on the corner, and then there's another house across the street from it, and then you go down my road, right? And the house next to me is pretty much abandoned. I mean, a guy stops by every once in a while, opens the door, throws something in the front door, closes the door, and leaves. He doesn't sleep there. Nobody slept there in years and years and years. And so, anyway, so I'm in my bed, and I, like, hear something or something, and I stand up out of bed thinking that I am awake in my room, and I pull the curtain back on my bed, and this huge float. I don't know what else to call it. Like a parade float in the shape of it was huge. It took up almost the whole sky. It was like in the shape of like a saucer kind of thing, but like one of the kid or like the old-fashioned things of a saucer. Do you know what I mean? Like a flying saucer looking thing, but it didn't look like a flying saucer. In other words, whoever made this float didn't make it look like metal. It was white, right? So it was this huge round disc, and in the middle, like a parachute almost, because they had the lines coming down, and in the middle was this large blow-up person. Okay, it looked like a blow-up person anyway. So it comes around so that big building on the corner is there. So I see, as I look out my window, I see the top of the white part of it coming down Main Street, like above all of the roofs of the houses. So I'm like, what the hell is that? And right as it hits my road, it like kind of turns, and it's floating. You can tell it's floating, it's like this. And it turns the corner to my street. And then it starts to come down my street, but it's so big that it's literally like covering the sky. Like it's bigger than any real float, or maybe, I don't know when the last time I saw a float was, but it was like so humongous. And it's definitely like a helium type balloon, because it's bouncing the way balloons do. So it turns a corner and like hovers. There's no motor. It just seems to hang over the neighbor's house that's abandoned. And there's this blow-up guy or something in the middle, like holding on to the straps like a parachuter guy would, right? Who's dangling, again, floating, So I'm like, it's dark and it's nighttime out. Like, it's not like it's day or it's the time it is or whatever. So all of a sudden, the floaty things, the big disc, starts to rise up, and the guy that's on the parachute thing starts to rise up, and it starts to go like down towards the park. I got hair in my mouth. Starts to go down towards the park, and the floaty guy like turns and faces me, and he has these big dark eyes, but he's looking that way. He's like, as it's coming towards my window. So it almost appears to be just like a blow-up thing or something, right? And so it gets to my window and it bangs against the window like 3 times, 4 times, and I'm like I'm literally this close to it, and all of a sudden its eyes go, and I was like, oh, it's alive. And then I realized it's like some sort of suit. It's in a suit. It's not, that's the outside is the balloon thing, and the inside there is a person or something with really big eyes, like really big eyes, that weren't even looking at me, like as it floated over. It just looked like any kind of balloon that had a face on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but what I thought was like the nose of the balloon was actually like some sort of breathing device, and the only thing I could actually see, but it had like a plastic film over it, was the eyes. I couldn't see what the creature inside that looked like. And when it looked at me, I was like, oh, so shocking, so creepy. I was like, because it almost looked clown-like, but not really. And it didn't look like one of our astronauts. It looked like a mix between a clown and like a white, I don't know, like Stay Puft guy or something. creepy. And then, so it banged a few times just staring at me, like looking at me. And I was like freaking out. And then it like started to rise up with the thing above it. And for a second I was like, oh, I should go out front and see where it's going. And then I remembered this movie, believe it or not. I remembered this movie about these guys on a mountain or something, and they like saw a saucer, and it was just on not that long ago too, like maybe in the 70s or something, and they saw a saucer in like some logging camp or something, and when they ran after it, one of the guys got abducted. So I was ready to like run out my front door and go chase it to see where it was going and see if I could talk to it or whatever. I don't even know what I was thinking. And then I thought of the movie and I was like, yeah, maybe that's not the smartest idea. And then I was like, oh, I'm so tired. Let me just lay back down. And I laid back down in bed. And then the next thing I heard was Cozy puking again. And I opened my eyes and was like, that was creepy. So, yeah, so I had a little tiny... But I also had some strange dreams recently that I don't even, like, get. They're pretty much from, like, what I'm talking about to people. And then it gets related back in the dream. And it's like, well, but they are dreams. The out-of-body and dream is, like, totally different. So, this out-of-body creeped me out, man. Because when his eyes, he was, like, bouncing against the wall, all of a sudden he went. I was like, what? So that happened, and today is going to be one hard day because I am one tired old lady. I got 2 more days and then I'm off for a day anyway, and I am tired today. Tired. Look at this traffic. I can't even get to work. This is crazy. The traffic is crazy trying to get to where I work. How am I going to get to work? Look at this. Oh, maybe I can go Landers. No, I have to go down there. Jesus. How am I going to get down here? What's happening? What's in the box? That was that. I figured I'd just give you a heads up that I don't even know. I don't know what I'm talking about today. I am really tired. I could have gone back to sleep for 8 hours. I'm so tired. But that's just because, like, I hate interrupted sleep. Like, I'd kind of rather have no sleep if I had known Cozy was going to get sick. But when she was acting totally normal this morning, she was like, wrestling around. So I was like, all right, see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I got to get to work and it's stopped traffic now. Fun.